Okay, so we're going to look at some detail now behind that game model. Okay. So, sorry, I've just got a poll popped up on my screen. 1 sec. We need to think about the phases of play. So I've talked about the in possession phase of my game model. And just as a reminder to everyone, we see the game in 4 phases. The in possession phase, then the transition from in possession to out of possession, the out of possession phase, and transition from out of possession to in possession. Now, I don't know everyone's level of experience who's listening at the moment and watching the presentation. If these are new terms to you, don't worry. We'll send out the slides and you'll be able to look at them. And in our last webinar, which the recording is still available for, Nicky went through this in more detail than I'm going to today. So don't worry about it. You can look it up. And there's information on our website. And certainly there will be in the course that we're going to offer, should you want to look at it. But fundamentally, there are 4 phases of play. Now that's as a game, but I see the game, and other coaches, I think, see the game in a little bit more detail than that. And it depends on where on the pitch we're in possession. So we decide to split the pitch up into thirds. There's different terminology from different coaches in different parts of the world. I refer to them as the high third, middle third, and the low third. Okay, so if I'm shooting from the right side of the pitch to the left, as I'm looking at it, it should be the same for you, I hope it is. Then if my goalkeeper has got the ball, or we've got the ball anywhere near our goal, it's the low third. If we've got the ball in the middle third, it's the middle. And if we've got the ball in the high third, that would be us in possession in each of those thirds. Now, if we could have any one of our 4 phases in any one of these thirds, it means there are 12 moments within a game, in my eyes. Just let that sink in for a second. There could be 12 moments of a game. So in moment 1 here, it means that my team have the ball, we're in possession, and we're in the high third of the pitch. From that third, our objective would be to score goals. If we're in moment 9, though, we're in possession, but we're in the low third. It's unrealistic to think that we're going to score a goal from there. So our objective changes. So whilst we're in the same phase of play, which is in possession, what we're trying to do changes. We're trying to get the ball closer to the middle third, to high third, so that we can score those goals. And the game model will need to consider each of these 12 moments of the game. Like I say, I'm not going to go into all of the other moments and what those different models might be, but it's just for you to consider when you're developing your own game model. So looking at just the in possession phase. So when I'm in the low third here, I want my teams to build the attack. That is, I want them to progress with the ball under possession from the low third, from our goalkeepers, from our centre-backs, from our defensive midfielders, up into the middle third. Okay? We're going to retain possession in that area because we want pressure. Okay? We actually want pressure in that area. As I said before, teams like Man City look to play short passes so that eventually the opposition will come and join them in that area. If they've joined them in that area, so if they join us in this area here near our goal, that means they are not defending space in the middle or defending space near their goal. That means we have created space for us, hopefully, to penetrate into further up the pitch. In the middle third, we're looking to create attack. That means we're looking to create opportunities. We're looking to get the ball into prime assist areas. Okay? So we want to progress through this middle third as a team. Okay? We can't necessarily have players in the high third at the moment, because if the defense, such as the Reds here, are playing at a high line, then we're going to be offside. Now, we might put a player up there to encourage the defense to drop back, but in reality, a well-organized defense is just going to play that line, and we won't be able to go into the high third yet because we'll be offside. Okay, so the teams that I coach, I'd like us to progress through this middle third as a team. And again, that's because we can retain the ball with short passes, and because if we lose the ball, we can immediately pressure the opposition to try and win it back. To achieve that, we're looking to play between lines. Now, a line is what I'm referring to here as the defensive line here, and it's linked up in red, or a midfield line. Okay? There are 1,000,001 different formations that the opposition might be taking up, so I'm only showing you one example here. I understand that they might have players that help defend different areas of the pitch, but in this example, to make it as simple as possible, we're just looking at 2 lines of 4 defenders, And we're looking to penetrate those lines of defence and then to play into one side or the other of the pitch. And in the high third, we're looking to finish the attack. As I've mentioned before, I want to get players and the right players into those prime assist areas. We saw patterns of yellow dots and therefore assists being created here and on the opposite side here. And from areas near the penalty area, I want to get the right players into those areas so that we can assist the ball, get the ball into the prime scoring areas, which is what the yellow box was on all of those maps in and around here, and then look to score. And I want to get multiple players into those areas. If we have just our number 9, then it's got to be the perfect pass and it's got to be the perfect movement from that player. And it makes it easy for the defence to score. If we can get multiple players into those prime scoring areas, we've got more options and more opportunity to score, and we create more problems for our defence, for the opposition defence. Lots of information there. Like I said, don't worry too much. We're going to go through it. Either on the website, you can look at information for the session plans that we've got, for content that we've got on there. We're going to create and share as much as possible, and through the online courses as well. And you will also be able to look obviously back over these slides when we share them. And if you choose to go on one of our courses, you'll be able to pick up this information.